My brother evicted me from my own house, citing medieval property laws?
Ye must evade this house this instant.
The crown doth protest this eviction. My brother moved in with me at the start of lockdown because he was living in hotels for some reason. I recently found out it was because he owes £260,000 in debt to a multitude of small businesses for various reasons.
What kind of small businesses are these? What do you think?
Prostitution. Ladies of the night.
Ladies of the night, drug lords, and casinos.
You know, the backbone of our economy. A lot of these cases have gone to high court, and he's being actively pursued by bailiffs.
Okay, not
So he's
the
on the
best
lam.
guy. Yeah, he's on the run.
He's on the run. When he moved in, he was relatively normal, but vague about why he was living in hotels. Then, as lockdown went on, he started to get more and more obsessed with these free men on the land common law types, which has led to some major disputes, like saying he doesn't have to wear a mask because he's not subject to the crown and the Cornwallian Lord Protectorship, and trying to annex land from the fields behind our house because apparently you can claim land by throwing a hatchet at four corners. So he threw a hatchet at four corners in my backyard and said, I claim this land my own.
This is why we're lucky living in the U.S. because we don't have these crazy
Medieval laws
from hundreds of years ago.
I mean, are they still active?
Apparently,
Well, recently the bailiffs somehow caught up with him, and they were pretty nice lads. They explained everything to me, but after he said he wouldn't pay, even if he had all the money in cash, they took his car. Ever since this, my brother has been furious with me, so we started avoiding each other around the house. This weekend, I went away for a mini break on the coast and came back to find all the locks had been changed and the windows were boarded up.
what?
Garden furniture nowhere to be seen. I rang my brother, who basically explained as the house was unclaimed, he made a de facto eviction of me from the house, making him sole owner. And if I attempted to make entry, he'd have every right to kill me under the provision that an Englishman's home is a castle.
You basically can show up in somebody's house one day and say, go on vacation, house sit for them, and then steal their property because it's your throne. Let's go
That's
to
the law.
England. Let's go to England, find a nice little chateau.
That's the law.
Yeah.
So what do you do in this case if your brother is literally trying to kill you if you enter your own house?
Call the police feels like an easy first step.
All right, we'll see what happens. What would you do, guys? Just put it in the comments below. I'm staying with my parents, which isn't ideal, as they should be shielding, I guess, like COVID-wise. And I went on the mini break, but when I contacted the police, I was told as a tenant, he has every right to change the locks, which is confusing. Any help is much appreciated. Okay, there is an update.
Okay.
So I'm back in the house, and otherwise everything's still here. I spent the whole day making sure, and nothing's been trashed, but there's a ton of Domino's boxes in the kitchen. Apparently, he'd contacted the bank trying to access my accounts and spunked any money he had left on pizzas in celebration. So he's now both homeless and has no money.
And pizzaless.
So what would you do in this situation? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next episode.